Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm going to review Girl Gone Lady, or as they say in Japan, Guru Gone Lady. Now, this is a tokusatsu series from 2022, this year, and it's kind of like a live action magical girl series. But I'll explain during the review. Now, this series starts by introducing a girl named Koharu. She's a high school student, and then her teacher will ask the class about an empty desk, and Koharu was chosen to take that empty desk out of the classroom, and while she was on her way, she was knocked down by two other girls, and they apologized, uh, on, and well, they were in a hurry for some reason. But anyway, after school, oh yes, she was walking her way home, and then well, uh, she noticed something at the window of a shop, and then a man inside the store, who is the store owner. Well, he noticed her looking at the item, and he invited her in and told her about that it's a plastic model known as Gorgon Lady, and with the box comes with the pieces of a toy gun that needs to be put together, and a model that's also supposed to be put together. And also the store owner told Koharu that the Gorgon Lady changed the lives of anybody who owns it. Now, later that night, Koharu takes the thing home after buying it, and then she starts building both the figure and the weapon. And during the montage of her building this item, there was like a music video being played around by this Japanese girl group, and well, all I remember from the song was "Putting Alamo." Now, after Koharu finished, building the entire set, she went to sleep, and then suddenly she appeared at the school, but there was some kind of gunfight going on. And then where there were those two girls who knocked her down earlier, and they told them she needs to fight as well, and well, it was all a chaos, and Koharu had no idea what's going on. And then suddenly, Koharu woke up. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, like also in the situation she was in, there was this other girl who was also a classmate of her, and she uh, got hit and died. And oh yes, the one of the girls who knocked down Goharu, she got shot but didn't die. She was bleeding, and then Goharu woke up and well said that it was all a dream. And then she went back to school, and she met the girl who was killed in the dream, and then the two other girls who knocked her down early in the episode, they told her that it was not a dream. Now, in the next episode, we learned that the names of these two girls are oh, Natsuna and Hoi or something like that. And they explained to Koharu about the the painting experience, and It turns out that they're all part of this thing called Golden Fido. And well, in Golden Fido, there are four teams. One is Alpha Tango, which is led by uh, Lady Commander Arizu, and she has blue hair. And also another is Bravo Tango, who's led by Lady Commander Bianca, and she has pink hair and wear glasses. And let's see, oh, then we have the Charlie Tango, who is led by Charlotte, and she has blonde hair. And then we have Delta Tango, who is led by Lady Commander Daisy, and she has black hair. Oh, and also for each team, well, the members in Alpha Tango wear well, these blue schoolgirl uniforms. For Bravo Tango, it's pink. Uh, Charlie Tango is yellow, and Delta Tango is black. Well, it does are like the team's colors. And well, each well, Koharu was told that what happens in the game world does not happen in the real world, since this place is a different dimension. And well, Natsuno, who was shot in a previous episode, who had bleeding arm, well, in the second episode, it was all right, and well, it was all fine. Then Koharu accepted, the situation she was in, and after she left, well, Natsuno said something about leaving Koharu in the dark. And then later, they had their battle, and they start to fight, and then the teams start to fight each other, and then the girl who was shot in the previous episode died in our previous episode. Well, Koharu was about to shoot her, and when she told Koharu to not, then she told the girl that she can try the next break in the next day, and then told her that she only has life, one life left. And then I forget, I don't know if it was Natsuno or Uihi, but one of them shot the girl, and then the next day she was sitting around, and then there was an empty desk, and oh yes, and she was told the when Koharu said who it was, and the chief said that nobody, she doesn't know who she's talking about because I forgot the name, but no, but the name was in the class, and then the desk was taken out of the classroom, and later Natsuna told Koharu that when somebody in Kuroko Fighter loses their last life, then they disappeared, and, and then, which means that and nobody knows if they ever existed. Yes, so it's like that person was never born, that they're erased from the world. And Natsuna told Koharu that she is also in her last life, and that she doesn't want to disappear as well. Especially that there's like a big racetrack since Natsuna is part of the track and field team. Now, in the episode after that, well, Koharu was upset that she was never told about the whole final life, and then decided to get all of the members from Crocon Fido to meet up and try not to kill anybody. Of course, she was difficult to convince everybody, especially the members of the Tango. Oh, you forgot to mention that in the first episode there was this girl, Mitsuno. Yeah, well, you see, when Koharu was knocked down in that episode, she went to the nurse's offices, and the nurse was this guy. I forgot his name, but well, he had plastic models, and then Mitsuno she came and told her that plastic models were against the rule and said that they were stupid, or as they say in Japan, baka. And anyway, back to well, all the dreams members are created. Mitsuno, she because well after the girl and the Yamanaka died, Mitsuno took her place. And oh no wait, before that happened, at the first episode, and called Fido, she did not kill anybody, and Arisu said said all right, but told Kohru that sometimes that well there are times when you have to use a gun in order to say something you care about. And in that episode, well, Kohru did shoot somebody, although she wasn't, or maybe she missed, I forgot, but anyway. Now back to episode 4, it does when the whole trying to convince the other members to kill. Yes, well, I got confined though, they started shooting, but nobody killed anybody, at least not so far. And then eventually the lady commanders found out what's going on, and well, the jig was up, so now, well, the members of Tototech started to shoot. I mean, you see, when we're taking a break from the fight, well, they were having some kind of like a well, party thing, but then yeah, the Delta Tango, they tried to shoot people, and well, Mitsuno, she said that she will keep her promise of not shooting, killing anybody, as long as everybody does the same. However, once the killing started, then well, deals off. Now, I feel if you forget which episode it was in, but well, the teams of Alpha Tango, they well decided to try to investigate, the whole Gorgon fight thing, and like who made this, and how they can finally get out of it, so nobody will ever disappear again. And then, well, first they suspected the shop owner, where the who sells the Gorgon lady items, and when later at night, they tried to infiltrate and went to this room that customers are not allowed to go in, and they opened the door, and well, the store owner was there. He was scared, and well, the homework teacher came, and she said, "Yeah, gonna have to tell the faculty what's going on." And then the day after, Nazuna was upset that she was left out of it, but the reason she was left out of it because they wanted Nazuna to go in to focus on the fucking fielding. And then Girl Fido, they let's see oh yes, they went well, they start to find a way outside the area, and they finally make it out. Or maybe it was no, before that well, and that fight, well, Natsuna got killed, and well, this means that she was now no longer on the world. Now and then a few episodes afterwards, oh yes, well, they tried. Well, she was replaced by well, Nazuna was played by her younger sister named Fiyomi, and well, they had a well at first she thought it was all a game, but no, it wasn't a game. It was only it was all real. And then they went to oh yes, found a way to get out of the area and I think he had used some kind of new more modern guns and then yeah, they get out and went to the store, the shop in that world and went to inside a secret room and it turns out that the bodies of all the fallen girls are put on display like collectibles and well the two girls they were not or three girls were the they were discussify it. You know that somebody would put all these dead bodies like that, and then afterwards they try to get away, and then well Koharu, well as much she doesn't like to kill, she had no choice but to do it to save Fuyumi, and well she shot somebody in order to save her in. Now I forgot which episode this was, but another episode it's revealed that this is thing well the plastic models have this thing called plastic model where where a little commander can turn into a plastic figure and combine with a girl's weapon. And with Arisu, she decided to go use that mode. And well, even though for her it was a risk, but she decided to do it for the sake of her teams. You see, unlike the other commanders, Arisu has a real love for her, for the girls who fight for her, and she acts all nice and stuff. Also, and I forgot to mention that it is revealed that whichever teams the final game in Kraken Fido, then the Lady Commander becomes human, or as in Japan, Nigen. And let's see. Okay, in each Lady Commander, they were her to be, to win the tournament. And then, as we get closer to the end of the series, well, Koharu, she decided to go all out, and as much as she's not wasn't fond of killing people at her start in Kogan Fido, well she realizes that well there's not much she can do, and unless she can find a way to put an end to all of it, forever, she's gonna kill her to win the game. And then oh yes, at the final game, uh, everybody started to shoot it in. Well, at the end of that episode, Alpha Tango became the winner. And then, oh, and then also this lady announced, this voice of a lady who announces, what's going on in each game. And, well, it, they, uh, they were told that since now that the next team meetup, there will be a ceremony for the commander of the winning team to be human. And before the episode ended, well, Kohuru met up with Mitsunu and she told Koharu that in during the ceremony, when a little commander becomes human, then all the girl fighters they disappear forever, even the ones on the little commander's team. And when Koharu asks how she knows, and Mitsuno says because she's been through it before, which means that Mitsuno was once a plastic model, and now she's human. And also during the series, it is said that it's been shown that Koharu had memories of building plastic models with Mitsuno since childhood, and Mitsuno kind of stopped as they got older. And then in the next episode, Mitsuno told her that all that all those memories were false, that they were implanted into everybody. In episode 9, the girls want to find well the girls of Tango want to find out about this person called Mr. M. And Mr. M was this famous was the champion of a plastic model floating competition. And then let's see. Oh yes, I think it was Mitsuno who was talking to the teacher, and then eventually, she wanted to. Oh yeah, she wanted to told told her to go into the nurse like home. Then she didn't find anything. And then let's see. Oh yes, so she talked to the teacher again. When then eventually, well, uh, she saw Itsuno disappear, and well, uh, they were getting ready for the ceremony, and in the ceremony, everybody had to kill each other, well, except for the winning team. But the other teams, uh, they had to, well, the league commanders have to kill their former team members, and but it was a big battle, and as for Apatanko, they met up with the game master, and the game master revealed to be the shop owner, and it was a shock to everybody. And he said about like a story, and the Gurkhan lady has like a story where they have a plastic bottle become human, and then oh yes, Arisu, she went and when she was she was leaving, and when they asked where she was, when Kokoro, Gohoru was asking where she was going, Arisu said to become human. Then she met up with Mitsuno and shot her. Now, in the next episode, um, Mitsuno came back in to the real world, and there was the she went to talk to the teacher, and well, the teacher it was revealed that the teacher was uh, the person who went by the name Mr. M, and probably so nobody would know it was a woman who was the champion. And there was a flashback to when Mizuno told that to I don't know, was yeah, I think it was to Erisu, and or maybe it was Kohoro, but well, no, the flashback was that Erisu told Kohoro who Mr. M is, and then we get back to uh, the event that was supposed what that's supposed to make Erisu human, and all the members of Alpha Tango, well, they have to be connected to some wires, and also the game master gave Arisu a pill, and as soon as we get ready, Arisu got out and fired a gun, and Mitsuno arrived, and also and they started to get ready to attack the game master. Oh, and also the announcer, well, it turns out that the announcer was actually the game master, and he was using to using this device to hide his voice, so nobody would know that it was a man who was speaking. Anyway, yes, they fought to attack the game master, and using the final form of a country begin, and he was blasted, and then it was all over, and everybody who died came back to life, and also those who didn't die during the COVID tournament. Well, they have no memory. Yeah, they have no memory of whatever happened after the tournament that like it never happened, except for Koharu. She was the only one who remembers the whole ordeal, but she was fine with it, and then she gave a plastic medal of Mizuno. I forgot what was her plastic medal name, but she gave it to the girl who lost her life in one of the early episodes. And then later that night, Koharu put the plastic medal of Arisu on her chest, said goodnight to her, went to sleep, and then eventually she arrived back at the school, and well, what looked like Arisu got behind. She said, "Welcome to Gorgon Fido," and that was the end of Gorgon Lady. You know, yeah, I probably left out some stuff, but that's much as I could remember from watching that series. But in a way, what do you think about the series? Well, yeah, I mean, it was alright. I mean, there's only 10 episodes, so um, yeah. And as for whether the kids should watch it or not, well, let's see. Playing it depends. Well, if you're a parent, then it probably depends on how old your kids are. I mean, for small children, probably not. The first recommended, but for older children and teenagers, well, that's up to the parents. So if you're a parent, then best you watch this whole series yourself, but then you can decide whether to let your children watch it or not, depending on how old they are. Oh, and also, this series is also kind of like the advertisement for the Korean lady models because, well, during the series, they show, the boxes of, the models, not both in, supposed to be the real world and the Korean lady world, and also the end of each episode would have the actress who plays Koharu to kind of like a, well, let's say model building tutorial, at least, for the model, like at the end of each episode, she would show the viewers, on what she's building, and there are also people on YouTube who are, um, they review another show, but they have review, the models, the actual models that you can buy, whether it's at the store that sells it or you could buy it online, depending, on how you choose to buy it. Hmm. And also, these people on YouTube also showing, how to build them. So you can check the videos out, if you're interested. And I'm not being paid by, the people who made the series or even the one who makes, the plastic models associated with the series. I'm just sharing what I know. So yes, I think that's all I can say about Gorgon Lady in this video. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So That's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.